Hi darlings, thank you so much for joining me on the Creative Retreat channel today. And today I have a Bible journaling process for you featuring the October Faith Art Kit and Eternal Home. I am journaling in my illustrated Bible. This is the Gospels edition. And I'm going to be journaling here in John chapter 1, verse 51. Really loved this when I looked it up in the New Living Translation. I'll be showing that or sharing that with you in a little bit. And I'm going to be using both of the Distress Oxide's peeled paint and tattered rose in my background. Then I'll be layering some of the cardstock stickers and some of these beautiful, I cut them all up, fussy cut them all up, printables as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get us started and let's see how this turns out. Let's dig in. Okay, darling, so I'm going to start off with my background, doing my favorite background method, which is, you guessed it, the smooshing method. I'm going to be starting off with this peeled paint color. I wanted to use an olive color, and this has more of a yellow undertone, but I thought it would make the elements on my page pop a little bit more if I used the color that didn't blend in so much with the olive of the kit. I'm also going to be drying this off and then adding a second layer of oxides. I'm going to be using this time the tattered rose, and this is more of a softer beigey pink. And again, this is just going to help knock back some of that color. So I'm going to be adding one set and then the second set, and this is just knocking back some color and also adding some of that beigey color from the kit. So after I dry that off really well, because I knew I was going to be doing some stamping on the page, so I want to make sure that my page is dry or it will tear. Don't ask me how I know that. And now I'm going to pull out my alphas because I wanted to use my alphas to create a big, bold title of my takeaway. I am journaling here in chapter 1 of John, and the verse that I'm focusing on is verse 51. Verse 51 says, "Then he said," and this is Jesus speaking, "I tell you the truth, you will all see heaven open and the angels of God going up and down on the Son of Man, the one who is the stairway between heaven and earth." This verse reminds me that Jesus is not only our hope of going to heaven, but he's also the door. And we all know that, famous "I am the gate" or "I am the door" from the 7 I ams. But when we speak of eternity, we must remember that Jesus is not just our hope for eternity, but he's also the only way there. He is the door. So here with a combination of the alpha stickers from the kit and also the stamp set, I write out Jesus is our hope and the door to our eternal home. The words hope, eternal, and home are in the stamp set. And I love also adding a different typography so that the words eternal, hope, and home all kind of stand out from the regular alpha that's from the cardstock stickers. This was super fun to put together. Okay, so also using the stamp set, I am going to be building the door, and I was excited to do this, but I also wanted to make my door pop. So I'm going to grab some of the Faithfield Digital's swatches, and I wanted to use this beautiful Moroccan tile inspired wine burgundy mauve color. And I'm going to use this to create the bottom part of my door. So I cut out a piece that's long because I can always trim it back down. And then I'm using the 2 squares or the rectangles that come on the stamp set to build my door right on this paper. And I love it because this wine color really gives it a pop. Then I cut off the excess that's from the bottom and I make it just a little bit slimmer so it matches up with the window. I really love that. I'll probably do that again with some of the other pattern paper there. And you can even use paper that you may have in your stash, like a wooden paper or with like a wood grain print is what I meant. And now to add some more of that burgundy wine color to the page, I'm going to spread around some of the wonky hearts. I also really love this washi. I feel like it's just a beautiful neutral. So I'm going to be using that here at the bottom along with a burgundy wine label so I can add my date. I grab my date stamp and I add that there. And then I'm also going to be adding some of that washi up at the top. And this is going to eventually hold or anchor my tab that I actually put on off camera. Stealing an idea, or scrap lifting, as they say in the crafty world, an idea from my friend Julie, who also wrote this devotional. I grabbed the word Fetty welcome to create a little welcome mat on my door. I loved that idea from her, and so I'm adding this to this page. And then I'm going to be focusing on doing a little bit of journaling about how Jesus is the door, and I'll underline that just to make it separate than the actual title that I have. Okay, adding a little bit more of those wonky hearts to spread a little bit of color around. I really love layering these up, and that kind of wrap ups my page. That is it, darlings. That is how it turned out. I love it. It's sort of simple, but super impactful. I love the colors on this page, and I'll probably go off camera and outline my letters here just so it pops off the page a little more. But other than that, I really love it. I'm going to link below this kit if you have not joined us. I hope you do, because this is definitely a beautiful kit to join us for. And let's live expectant of Jesus and for the day that he's going to take us to our real home. God bless you guys. Bye.